How the heck are these two ice trays gonna save me so much time and money? And nobody has ever told me about this. Y'all have really been holding out, but don't worry, I am not gonna hold out on you. I'm gonna share the ice tray trick and exactly what it is, but give me a minute. I need to put these back in the freezer. Let's get into this ice tray trick. A few weeks ago on YouTube, I am scrolling down my homepage, minding my business, and YouTube must know me well because the guy comes up on the screen. He's holding these two ice trays and they're all beautiful and colorful, and the title is something about saving time and money with your cooking, dinner, and meal prep, blah, blah, blah. And I'm already intrigued. I'm excited. What is this about? I click on the video. And what I learned in that video will change my life. It already has changed my life. It has been such a game changer. And yet, nothing was particularly earth-shattering. I typically do the majority of my grocery shopping in bulk, but on a weekly basis, you gotta have those fresh herbs, the fresh onion, fresh garlic, fresh pepper, all of that. So every week I'm having to buy that stuff, and that's what makes up the majority of my budget on a weekly basis. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, light bulb moment. I'm already seeing ways to reduce my monthly grocery bill. But not only that, it's also going to help me avoid waste, because when I'm going grocery shopping on a weekly basis, let's say I buy some cilantro. I might buy cilantro for 1 or 2 dishes, but I don't need that entire bunch of cilantro. Or let's say I buy some ginger. I might use a little piece of that ginger for something, but I don't necessarily need to use the entire thing. And so what was happening was I would buy the cilantro, I would buy the ginger, and then it would sit in my refrigerator after I made a meal or two, and I would try to like put some cilantro in some random dish just to use it up, but I still wouldn't be able to use it all. So this is going to help with that. And then finally, it's also going to help with convenience, because instead of having to go to the store for ginger, cilantro, celery, carrots, whatever, I will have some available to use on hand from the last time that I purchased it. And that really appeals to me. Like, yes, I'm excited. So let's get into it, okay? So I want you to imagine that you've already been to the grocery store. You've already cooked an incredible meal. And now you have some vegetables in the refrigerator that we both know they're probably going to go bad. But we're not going to let that happen this time. So what you're going to do, go over to your TV, turn it on, put on whatever show you're binging at the moment, go back to the kitchen, open your refrigerator, and pull out those items that you don't want to go bad. So in my case, that was carrots and celery. And I include carrots and celery on my list because I'm not really looking to bite into them. I'm just looking for the flavor. So it's perfectly okay for me if I mince it down. So I had carrots, I had celery, I had cilantro, ginger, carrots, bell peppers, onions, and I think that's it. So I put all of that out. And when I put it on the cutting board, I'm thinking to myself, what are the combinations that I want to make with these different items that I have that would go well with the meals that I cook? What I do is, or what I did that one time, and I plan to do in the future, is once I figure out which combinations I want, I go to my blender and I put the particular vegetables in the blender, and I start with my base, the onions, garlic, and the bell pepper, and then I make a tray of just that. Then I add in some carrots and celery, and then I make a tray of onion, bell pepper, garlic, celery, and carrots. And then I also have a tray just for ginger and garlic, and then I have a tray for cilantro and the base, garlic, onion, bell pepper. So those are the different trays that I have based on what I had on hand. I highly recommend that you take a look at what you have on hand and you build out the ice trays. If you want to try it, build out the ice trays that work for you based on, number one, what you have left over in your kitchen, and number two, what you need on hand for your convenience. I did that a few weeks ago, and ever since then, I promise you, the process to cook every single day. Now, typically I meal prep, but what happens when you get a craving? Normally, if I get a craving, it's just too bad because who about to cook? Not me. So, but now it's so much easier to just go in the kitchen, and if I want something, I can make it because it's easy for me to build the flavor profiles with the ice cubes that I have, or I'll call them the flavor cubes. It is easy for me to get started cooking something knowing that the chopping work is already done. So I hope that this has been beneficial for you. I hope that it is just one simple tip that can help you avoid waste, that can help you save more money on your weekly grocery run, and can help bring some convenience into your life, because I know that when the convenience is not there, when we haven't made convenience available, we are quick to spend the money on it. So with that being said, you are not helpless, hopeless, or powerless. In fact, you are powerful beyond measure. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Gotta stay.